I think about dying.
Since Rigo?
Since I was 12. It soothes me when I can't sleep. When I'm anxious, I think about dying, and then I can fall asleep. Eyes forward at all times. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted.
Is it a suicidal impulse? Do you seriously consider hurting yourself?
No. It's an escape. Truth is, I'm a little bit jealous of Rigo right now.
Who taught you eyes forward?
My father.
Have you considered the possibility that he was wrong? Maya, isn't it possible with everything else you've accomplished that you could learn to let yourself rest and sleep and love in this life instead of waiting for death to set you free?
I'm about to describe you and you're gonna be like, what the fuck, how does she know this shit? But there's a point to this, so keep listening. You have a big heart and you care about people a lot. Not everybody. There's some people you strongly dislike. You give a lot of time and energy to people who you care about. Sometimes those people don't always deserve it. You also sometimes have attachment issues. Not all the time, but you tend to have a trend of not letting people go even when you know they're toxic. And you currently have someone who you feel like you're never gonna get over. You're also hot as fuck and don't even realize it. You have so many insecurities that you forget to appreciate all your good qualities. And when people compliment you, you don't really believe it. Other times you can be a complete badass. When you're confident, you freaking glow. You're also a fun ass person to be around and you feel like people don't appreciate that. Lastly, you are strong as hell. You've been through so much shit in your life, some which people don't even know about, but you're still fighting and doing amazing. But that person you want so bad right now, do they see all that? No, they don't. A random girl on TikTok knows you better than they do. And they don't even care to get to know you. They don't value or appreciate you at all. They do not deserve you.
Do not come into my life if you are going to leave!
It's like this wave washing over me again and again. It knocks me down, and when I try to stand up, it just comes for me again.
If I could be a different person, I promise you, I would.
I just thought I could work really hard and he would, you know.
You don't know me.
I didn't think anyone noticed me.
It's just gonna drown me.
Why did you think you would lose her?
Because, like, how could it be possible that Rue loved me as much as I loved her?
I think the better question is, why would you think that would be impossible?
I'd feel like this massive weight on my shoulders. And I'd think, like, what if she relapses? I've never even, like, been that close to a girl before. So when it happened, the only thought I had was, like, don't lose her.
I'm not exactly sad. I don't know what the words are to explain this feeling I have. I'm just tired. I can't seem to motivate myself or give a damn. I stay in bed all day, I'm awake all night. I've tried to fix it, but I can't. And you know what? That's alright. I'm not exactly sad. I just feel kind of empty and secluded from the world. I'm just bored. It seems like all my friends are busy. I feel unheard. And again, that's my fault because I don't know how I feel, so how can I explain it? I have all these plans and goals that I'm trying to make real, but it's hard to do that when I can't move. I'm not exactly sad. I just feel really stuck. It's not that I don't want to be alive and I don't want to die, but I want to live. I'm not exactly sad. I'm just beating myself up over the things I haven't accomplished instead of focusing on what I can accomplish now. I'm mad at myself for taking care of myself and taking time to myself. Why? I'm not exactly sad, but I'm waiting for change to happen instead of making it for myself because I'm scared of what would happen if I stopped and took time for myself. But I'm not exactly sad. I just want.
When I was a kid, everyone always used to ask me the same old question, who do you want to be when you grow up? And if you had asked me then, I'd say a princess or a vet or a teacher. I would spend hours in the basement talking to the wall.
But if you'd ask me now, I'd just say happy. I want to wake up in the morning, not with the sole purpose of breathing, but something to live for. I'm scared of wasting any more time. I want to meet people and be okay when they don't like me, and make relationships and not fall apart when they do. I want to see skies from different cities and sit in family-owned coffee shops that don't have the best coffee, but you feel at home anyway. I don't want to be scared of tomorrow or regretful of yesterday. Just happy.
People come into our lives and you never know for how long. Sometimes they leave at the end of the movie and sometimes they leave right in the middle. And it's confusing and weird and messed up and painful. It's so painful. But I want you to look at pain as this thing, this tangible thing. Let's say pain is a box. When you take the box out of your chest and you open it up, it's all the memories and all the love and all the good times you had with this person. It might be dark and gray on the outside, but the inside is beautiful because the box is the reminder that they were real. I know this is so hard, but I also know that you got this. I believe in you and I love you. Bye.
I haven't really been feeling like myself lately. When I wake up, I don't want to do anything, and when I get out of bed, I don't do anything. I just kind of waste my time. It's funny because I have all these goals and ambitions, but I just can't bring myself to accomplish any of them. Like, I used to make music and art and do all these cool things, but I don't even want to fucking clean my room anymore, and I don't know why. Like, I don't think I'm depressed, but I'm devoid of motivation. I don't see an end in sight. Like, it's like I'm locked in a perpetual state of what is to me non-existence. So I force myself to go outside and make a video, but I just want to know, like, am I the only one that's been feeling like this lately? Like, has anybody else been feeling this too? Like,
I don't want to take up a ton of your time, but I'm gonna kill myself.
You're so messed up.
You see, I don't really have any friends at the moment.
Maybe. Nobody likes you.
I'm sorry.
I'm no good for you.
You know, ever since we were little, I would get this feeling like...
You know what the most unfair thing is? It takes months to learn how to be happy with just being alone and working on yourself. And then that one person just has to come into your life and make you completely dependent on them. And then they just leave you. They just leave you and you're completely lost.
Actually, there is a word for that. It's love. I'm in love with her, okay? If you're looking for the word that means caring about someone beyond all rationality and wanting them to have everything they want, no matter how much it destroys you, it's love. And when you love someone, you don't stop. Ever. Even when people roll their eyes or call you crazy, even then, especially then, you don't give up, because if I could give up, if I could just, take the whole world's advice and move on and find someone else, that wouldn't be love. That would be some other disposable thing that is not worth fighting for. But that is not what this is.
I genuinely don't understand. I am doing everything in my power to make myself happy. I have a good life. I have a good support system. I have everything that I could possibly ask for and more, and yet here I am still sad and I feel so fucking ungrateful. It is an absolute nightmare to have to rewire my brain, to not hate myself and feel like I don't deserve anything good in this world. Because the craziest thing is that even while I don't love myself, I know that other people love me and want me around, and I just wish I could see that. I wish I saw myself the way other people see me. And I'm working so hard to get to that point, but fuck, I feel like I'm drowning. Mental illness has just stripped me of a lot of good things in my life, and I'm ready to take them back.
I think I understood it was getting bad again when I started to do everything sitting down. And I think I understood it was getting bad again when a smile became more difficult to produce than a frown, when the room didn't light up whenever I was around, and when the tears came silently, not creating any sound. And I think I knew it was getting bad again when my own internal clock stopped ticking, when the itching for joy became my new favorite pastime, when a laugh with my friends cost much more than a dime. It was more like an act that I put on, with a grinning mouth that isn't even mine. And I think I knew things were getting bad again when my bed went from being a resting place to being a tomb, when I couldn't look any of my friends in the face, and when I started to assume that I wasn't.
You know, it reminded me of how I feel sometimes.
How's that?
Like I'm on the verge of just blowing up. You know, all the stress and pressure and anxiety just bubbling up. But I'm never able to let it out like that. You know, I just keep it inside.
Don't you get it? I'm nothing! I'm the school joke! A failure! You don't know what it's like to be worthless, where nothing you do matters.
Losing what I used to be, and I'm over.
I feel that way every day of my life! Every damn day!
You know when you're drowning, you don't actually inhale until right before you black out. Like no matter how much you're freaking out,
I'm just a caterpillar.
The real challenge isn't to find somebody to love you. It's not a challenge. There's tons of desperate people out there who just want to love somebody, make somebody feel worth it. But the real challenge is to find someone where you feel comfortable enough to be you, your true self. It's really hard. But when you find it, it's
we want sex. It's not always about the sex. It's the intimacy that we crave, we need. We want to be touched. We want to be looked at. We want to be admired. We want to be smiled at. We want to laugh with someone. We want to feel safe. Feel like someone's got you. That's what we crave.
We all have that one energetic but is actually tired friend. Oh my god, and then, hey everybody! Bro, I got this, don't worry, I got this, okay? Don't worry. Oh, you like her, come on, ask her out. Huh? No, I'm fine, I'm just a little tired, you know? Yeah.
I know what it's like when someone doesn't feel the same way about you. Someone you can't stop thinking about. It hurts, but you can't make people like you.
My biggest fear is that eventually you will start to see me the way I see myself.
The reason you don't get jealous is because you don't value that mystery, do you? The reason you don't value it, the reason why you never wonder if you're the best fuck I've ever had, or the most talented person I've ever been with, or the kindest, or the smartest, is because it is inconceivable to you that there is anybody on this planet that is more interesting than you are. Your lack of Curiosity is merely an extension of your narcissism, your megalomania, your egotistical view of the world. And as a result of never doubting yourself, you never stop to ask yourself, how can I be a better partner? You're good. You are set. The man I'm looking at right now is as good as he's
I want
gonna
someone to chase after me. I want my movie scene in the pouring rain. I want sunflowers because they're my favourite. I want someone to show up at my house unannounced. I want hands held in public. I want to be brought home to meet parents. I want a cup of tea in the morning. I want the love letters. I want songs sung together. I want to sit on a beach and watch the sun set in. I want stargazing. I want to be missed when we spent too long apart. I want nights in together. I want nights out together. I want planned futures. I want playful fights over whose eye colour our babies will have. I want pictures of us laughing. I want the last slice of toast because it's always my favourite. I want the right side of the bed. I want I love yous traced on my back when I'm half asleep. I want surprise dates. I want poems written about me. I want someone who's not able to take their eyes off of me in a crowd. I want goodbye kisses on my forehead. I want to be made to feel special. And I just want someone to fucking love me. I've done all of this. All of it. And for once, I just want it back. I'm so sick of not being loved.
I didn't fall in love with you because I was lost, or lonely, or broken, or needed to be fixed. I fell in love with you because after getting to know you and who you are, I wanted to make you a permanent part of my world. And the places and scenery may change, but whether it is for 5 minutes or 50 years, I would have just been happy to have you in it.
But I missed you more than I thought I would. And I found love where it wasn't supposed to be.
So let me just say this. I'm done. You don't have to worry anymore.
What do you mean?
I'm done trying to get you. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry it's taken me this long to figure it out, but I promise I'm done making a fool of myself.
Bernie, you haven't been making a fool.
It's okay. It's okay. I want it to be okay.
Oh, my life! Michael, what's wrong? Everything's wrong! The stress of my modern office has caused me to go into a depression. Depression? Isn't that just a fancy word for feeling bummed out? Dwight, you ignorant slut! Depression is a very serious illness. Over 32,000 people commit suicide every year!
Yes, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's like dying, but it's not dying, so it's perfect.
No, you don't want to die.
No, I don't, but I do, so I sleep because it's like dying, but I'm not dying, so it's dying.
You can't save me. So before you try to think to be my friend or my girlfriend, just understand that I don't need saving. Nobody saved me when I was down and by myself, hurting myself, trying to get the pain to leave my body. So before any of that, I don't need you to save me. I damn sure don't need you in my life. But if you want to be the piece of my life, you want to make my demons go back to rest, that'd be great. That'd be appreciated. It really would. I threw my hands in the air. As far as taking my brain away from you, can only kill it. So you can't.
Further in the song. Here we go.
Je te laisserai des mots en
dessous de ta porte, en dessous de la lune qui chante, tout près de la place où tes pieds passent.
I'm sorry. Okay, I don't forgive you. Herb, I said I'm sorry. Yeah, and I do not forgive you.
Not sure you get what's happening here. This could be the last time that...
No, I'm not gonna give you closure. You don't get that. You have to know that it's never, ever going to be okay.
I finally figured out why we didn't work. It wasn't because I couldn't love or that you wanted someone new. It was because you wanted all the love to just go to you. You couldn't even spare me an ounce. You texted me for the first time in 4 months. And I wanted to ignore it and move on. But it's been a week now, and all I can think about is how I want to go off on you and tell you how you made me feel, because you left me feeling used, feeling worthless, feeling like I wasn't good enough. Now, was I perfect? No. But I owned up to my mistakes right away, and I still showed up for you when you needed me most. And all you could say was, well, I didn't ask you to. But that's what love is, right? It's showing up for those that you care about in their time of need without even needing them to ask you to. I did everything that you wanted. I showed you nothing but love. And all you could show was that you were done with me.
Do you want to kill yourself? He asks. And the question sounds unreal, because you never hear anyone ever asking that question in real life. I don't want you to do that, he says. I can't let you do that. You can't leave me here alone. His voice breaks. You need to be here, he says, and he raises his hands to cover up his face. I'm sorry, I say, because his face, all scrunched up and melting, physically hurts me. Against my will, I step away from the edge and closer to him, and I hope that this makes him understand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I pause, suddenly understanding everything. This boy, this person. How has it taken me this long to understand? He needed me as much as I needed him.
I'm sure most people would say the world would be a better place without me. I don't disagree. In fact, I've been trying to leave it for as long as I can remember.
You know, there's nothing wrong with my life. I should be happy. But there's this sadness. And I don't know where it comes from.
Nick and I are literally two idiots. We spend the whole day talking about us and what it's going to be like when we're long distance, and it honestly only makes me believe even harder that we're going to be fine, that everything's going to be okay. Nick drives me back home, but I tell him to drive to his house instead. We stay up late, just talking and browsing the internet and watching videos and talking again, laughing, dozing off. I wonder what it would be like to have a whole life of this. I think it would be pretty great, not gonna lie.
Phone rings. 1:39 a.m. Home calling. Hello? Tori, are you coming home yet? Oliver, why aren't you in bed? I was watching Doctor Who. You didn't watch the Weeping Angels episode, did you? What's wrong with Charlie? My face must send you something very unusual, because Michael gives me this look. This funny, terrified look. What has happened? What's happened, Oliver? What's Charlie done? Where is he? I can't get in the kitchen. Charlie shut the door and I can't open it. I can hear him. When are you coming home, Tori? I'm coming home right now. I hang up, even when it's someone who you think is perfect, like my brother. I grin wildly at him. My brother, my little brother, he's so perfect, but he doesn't like food. Like, literally doesn't like food. Or, I don't know, he loves it. He loves it so much that it has to be perfect all the time, you know? I grab Lucas by one shoulder again so he understands. And then one day, he got so fed up with himself, he was so annoyed, he hated how much he loved food, yeah? So he thought it would be better if there wasn't any food. I start laughing so much that my eyes water. But that's so silly, because you've got to eat food or you'll die, won't you? So my brother Charlie, he thought it would be better if he just got it over with then and there. So last year, I hold up my wrist and point at it. He hurt himself. And he wrote me this card, telling me he was really sorry and all, but I shouldn't be sad because he was actually really happy about it. I shake my head and laugh and laugh. And you know what just makes me want to die? The fact that like all that time, I knew it was coming. But I didn't do anything. I didn't even say anything to anyone about it because I thought I'd been imagining it. Well, didn't I get a nice surprise when I walked into the bathroom that day? There are tears running down my face. And you know what's literally hilarious? The card had a picture of a cake on it. I've ignored him, I've avoided him, and I haven't made a single bit of effort for him. That's me, as usual, being an utter dick to everyone for no apparent reason.
Truth is, if you called me right here, right now, I'd answer. Even though I never want to speak to you again, I'd lend an ear, sit, listen, understand, and hear you out. I'd provide advice or response to your situation. Though it's not my obligation, I'll even end the call with the forbidden four-letter word. As for assurance that I still care, regardless of whether you treated me fair, I'm here. I'm still listening, knowing after all this you will not stay in touch. I just hate the fact that I love you so much.
I did it to myself. I put my hand under the weight because I wanted it to stop, and then it did stop, and it felt amazing, but now it's starting again, and it feels like my head's about to explode if it doesn't stop. I just need it to stop. I feel like I'm suffocating, I'm living in somebody else's body, like trapped in somebody else's life. Way to deal with things you have no control over. I know.
Overanalyze every single word you hear. Was this a sign that things were going wrong? No. You were the one who cared too hard, not them. Stay up every single night staring at your phone, either attempting to gather up the courage to turn these demons, these constant reminders of your life.
I wasn't ready to say goodbye. I wasn't ready to have my last hug. I wasn't ready to have my last kiss with you. I wasn't ready to see you for the last time. Nothing could have prepared me for that moment, seeing you walk away for the last time, knowing that that would probably be the last time I ever saw you again. And I couldn't see a way out at the time. I felt like my whole world had come crashing down, but looking back, it was meant to happen that way. And as crazy as that sounds, I'm happy, and I'm happy that you're happy as well, because that's what you deserve. So thank you so much for the memories, and going forward, I wish you everything.
They ask me if I'm okay. They say that I've been quiet recently. I think it's getting bad again, but I don't say a thing. This time feels different though. It's not a lingering sting of sadness or depression about the past or even anxiety about the future. It's a hollow void of nothingness, an emptiness unlike anything I had ever felt before. I don't feel like I'm enough, and I never have, but this time feels different. I scroll on my phone trying to distract my mind from the fact that I feel like it's dying. I try my best to keep myself busy, but some days I just sit there in misery.